So, guys, you know that there's a call for Obaseki to resign, and people have really reacted, especially Reno Mokre, saying that if Obaseki should resign, what should Buhari do? But according to Additional, he said we should be thankful to God and to be thankful to this regime and also Muhammadu Buhari. I think that will answer the question. Insecurity has now become a deadly nightmare and traumatizing event in some parts of the country, despite the efforts of the Nigerian Armed Forces to lay siege and eradicate the insecurity in the country. Kidnapping, militancy, banditry, and insurgency are the major problem that the country is currently facing, aside from fuel price, food hike, and electricity tariff price. A Nigerian popular author and lawyer, Bemiho Reno Mokre, has raised questions online over allegations that the All Progressives Congress (APC) are requesting the resignation from office by Obaseki over insecurity in Edo State. Reno said online that Edo APC is asking Governor Obaseki to resign over the spate of insecurity in Edo State. If Obaseki should resign, then what should General Muhammadu Buhari do? Obaseki has handled security in Edo State better, far better than Buhari has handled security in Nigeria. Okay, that is a Omokre's position that Obaseki has done well compared to this man, the so-called President Muhammadu Buhari. Do you agree with that? God bless you, sir, for saying that. Some people still have their integrity in place, while some have lost it to Nigeria politics, like Taiwo, who never wore agbada, but when Abacha would ridicule him, was seen wearing agbada as a CEO, Eco Bank. APC, answer the simple question, please. If Obaseki should resign, what will Buhari do instead of you to hide in shame? APC people, I don't know if they have brain. Someone says, you don't understand and won't understand what we are going through in Edo State currently. A colleague of mine was kidnapped on Saturday on his way to his village in Ebele. Imagine a boy who can't afford 50k in his bank account. We won't talk about his head of service that was kidnapped as well. My dear, only God is the way forward. The Nigerian government doesn't have anybody to help. The just shall live by his own faith. Okay, the just shall live by his own faith. God won't come down and help us. Heaven help those who help themselves. More cries out over alleged treatment of people, innocent people here. The same mouth that APC used to ask Obaseki to resign, they should also use it to ask Buhari to resign as well. Or is it because Obaseki is opposition party? One thing, and I've said it, this insecurity or the problem of security we're having in this country, it's all over. All of them, they don't have what it takes. If put another person there, they are still going to do the same thing. They are always following the same templates because they know that nothing will come out of the whole thing. Nigerians will just shout. If you try to want to prove stubborn, the next thing they will use the security to intimidate you, to threaten you. That is what they all do. That's why it is easy for them to move from one party to another. As they are criticizing Obaseki, now if Obaseki should defect back again to APC again, that ends this whole story. So what are we talking about? Even the same PDP. While he was in APC, I didn't mean he was in APC, the PDP will still be accusing him. So what are we talking about? These guys are just playing with Nigerians. Nigerians are the reason why they smile to the banks. All of them. We should tell ourselves the home truth. You are always defending. And at the end of the day, they are not doing anybody good. We have to say the truth. Even before the election, the issue of the issue of Esme was something else, and they were not saying anything about it because they were all engrossed about the September 19th election. That is what they were all engrossed with. All of them, they get this security vote. What do they do with it? All of them. Nobody should be, should defend anybody. Or at the end of all of them, when you talk about this, that means all of them are supposed to even resign because they are not doing anything there. They are getting away with all these things because the way they have structured the country in a bad way, faulty foundation, they are all the same. Yes, the same matter that the APC used to attack Obaseki, they should use the same thing to tell Buhari. They won't do that. Instead, they are still referring to one northern governor who is responsible for this banditry. No leader deserve his support this time. I know you are a PDP man, but don't be biased. We all supposed to fight for a better Nigeria. That is it. Nobody needs to be supported because they don't. What are they doing? What are they doing? Which governor can you even point out in this country that you say, oh, he's doing the right thing, that the people are okay? It's still the same suffering all over. Go to PDP state or go to APC state, the same thing. But the worst part of it is that the one that is coordinating all of them from the center, it's even worse. That one is even operating at a large scale of impunity. Nobody should be supported, or you say I belong to this, because when these things are happening, nobody knows whether you are a PDP, you are an APC person. If Buhari can resign, then Obaseki will follow. Oh, you are making resign now. And come to think of it, security isn't much of business to state government. The federal government controls all security agencies. Exactly. Buhari rescued our boys, therefore he is competent even though Boko Haram are still operating. I thought that those who live in glass house usually avoid stones. They want to take us back to Egypt, but God will not allow them. There is security challenge in Edo and Nigeria. How do we differentiate them? One is under APC and other is under PDP. This is hypocrisy of the highest order, from PDP, APC calling for Obaseki to resign. All of them should resign. All of them. They are not doing anything. Even which state are you going to say is not having security challenge? Which state? All of them. All of them. All the states. And who is even better? We are all in the same shoes. Whether you are in Zamfara, whether you are in Lagos, whether in Kaduna, the suffering is just too much. You talk about the economy, is the same thing. You talk about this one, is the same thing. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I always say those who are always supporting all these people, you don't know what you're talking about, because these people, a bit they don't have your interest at heart. Well, some people still have their integrity in place, while some have lost it to Nigeria politics, like Taiwo, okay, who never wore agbada, but when Apache would ridicule him, he was wearing agbada as CEO as Eco Bank. Now, so we dey say am. APC people, I don't even know if you are really reasoning the way you ought to reason. I beg, forget all of them. Forget all of them. Just like I said, if they want to move and shift base now, it doesn't take time. So guys, leave your comment below and let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you.